Potatoes are one of the most important food crops in the world. Every day, millions of people eat potatoes in different forms such as fries, chips, mashed potatoes, and many other dishes. This simple vegetable has become a major part of the global food supply, and farmers around the world grow millions of tons of potatoes every year to meet the demand. But have you ever wondered how farmers grow so many potatoes? The process is much more complex than simply planting a vegetable in the ground. Growing potatoes on a large scale requires careful planning, modern equipment, proper soil preparation, and months of hard work. In this video, we will explore the complete potato farming process, from preparing the land to harvesting millions of potatoes from the fields. Every successful potato farm begins with selecting the right land. Farmers choose fields that have fertile soil and good drainage. Potatoes grow underground, so the soil must be loose enough for the tubers to expand and develop properly. If the soil is too hard or compact, the potatoes may grow small or become deformed. That is why farmers spend a lot of time preparing the soil before planting. The first step in preparing the land is ploughing. Large tractors equipped with ploughing machines move across the fields and turn over the soil. This process breaks the hard surface layer and allows air, water, and nutrients to reach deeper into the ground. Ploughing also helps remove old plant roots and weeds that could compete with the potato plants for nutrients. After the initial ploughing, farmers often perform additional soil preparation steps. They may use harrows or other machines to break large soil clumps into smaller pieces. This makes the soil soft and smooth, which creates the perfect environment for potatoes to grow. Once the soil has been prepared, farmers level the field to ensure even planting and irrigation. Uneven land can cause water to collect in some areas and leave other areas too dry. Balanced soil moisture is essential for healthy potato growth. After leveling the land, farmers create raised rows in the field. These rows are often called ridges. The ridges allow potatoes to grow underground while keeping the plants above the soil surface. The raised structure also improves water drainage and reduces the risk of diseases caused by excessive moisture. Now the field is finally ready for planting. Unlike many other crops, potatoes are not grown from seeds in the traditional sense. Instead, farmers plant small potatoes or pieces of potatoes known as seed potatoes. Each seed potato contains small buds called eyes. These eyes are the parts that will grow into new potato plants. Farmers carefully cut large seed potatoes into smaller pieces, making sure that each piece contains at least one healthy eye. These pieces are then planted in the soil along the prepared rows. Modern potato farms often use specialized planting machines. These machines automatically place the seed potatoes into the soil at precise distances. Spacing is extremely important because each potato plant needs enough room to grow underground tubers. If the plants are placed too close together, the potatoes may compete for nutrients and produce smaller harvests. Planting machines also cover the seed potatoes with soil immediately after placing them into the ground. Once the planting process is complete, the waiting period begins. Within a few weeks, small green shoots begin to appear above the soil surface. These shoots are the first signs that the potato plants are growing successfully. As the shoots grow taller, they develop leaves that capture sunlight and produce energy for the plant. While the leaves grow above the soil, the roots begin developing underground. This is where the future potatoes will grow. Farmers must carefully monitor the fields during this early stage of growth. Young plants are delicate and can be damaged by pests, diseases, or extreme weather conditions. To protect the crop, farmers inspect their fields regularly and take action if any problems appear. Water management is also extremely important at this stage. Potato plants need consistent moisture, but too much water can cause rot or disease. Many farms use modern irrigation systems such as sprinklers or drip irrigation to provide the right amount of water. Fertilizers are another important part of potato farming. Farmers apply nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to support healthy plant growth. These nutrients help the plants develop strong stems and leaves, which are essential for producing large potatoes underground. As the weeks pass, the potato plants continue to grow stronger. Green leaves spread across the fields, forming a dense canopy that absorbs sunlight throughout the day. This energy is transported through the plant to the roots, where the real transformation begins. Under the soil, small tubers begin forming at the ends of underground stems. These tiny tubers will eventually grow into the potatoes that people eat around the world. At this stage, farmers continue monitoring the crop carefully. They remove weeds, manage irrigation, and protect the plants from insects and diseases. Every step of this process is important because healthy plants produce larger and better potatoes. Over time, the small tubers underground begin to grow larger and stronger. The potato farm slowly transforms into a sea of green plants stretching across the landscape. But the most exciting part of the process is still ahead. In the next stage of potato farming, the plants will focus all their energy on growing the potatoes underground, and this is where farmers begin preparing for one of the most exciting moments of the entire farming season, the harvest. After the potato plants successfully emerge from the soil, the farm enters one of the most important stages of the entire growing process. This stage focuses on plant growth, crop protection, and careful field management. During this period, farmers must ensure that the plants remain healthy and strong. The success of the final harvest depends heavily on how well the crop is managed during these weeks. As the potato plants grow taller, they begin developing thick green stems and wide leaves. These leaves play a very important role in the plant's development. They capture sunlight and convert it into energy through a natural process called photosynthesis. This energy is transported through the plant and used to grow the underground tubers that eventually become potatoes. While the plants grow above the ground, an incredible transformation begins beneath the soil surface. Underground stems begin to develop from the base of the potato plant. At the ends of these stems, small, swollen structures begin forming. These structures slowly develop into young potatoes known as tubers. At first, these tubers are extremely small, sometimes no larger than a marble, but with time and proper conditions, they gradually increase in size. Farmers must make sure the plants receive the right amount of water during this stage. Potato plants require consistent soil moisture to support healthy tuber growth. Too little water can slow down the development of the potatoes, while too much water can lead to fungal diseases or root rot. Many large potato farms use advanced irrigation systems to control water distribution across the fields. Some farms use sprinkler systems that spray water evenly across the crops. Other farms use drip irrigation systems that deliver water directly to the roots of each plant. This method saves water and improves efficiency. Another important farming technique used during potato growth is a process called hilling. Hilling involves adding extra soil around the base of the potato plants as they grow taller. Farmers use special machines or tools to push soil toward the stems of the plants. This creates small hills of soil around each row. Hilling serves several important purposes. First, it protects the developing potatoes from sunlight. If potatoes are exposed to sunlight, they can turn green and become unsuitable for consumption. Second, hilling provides more space for new tubers to grow underground. Third, it helps control weeds that might compete with the potato plants for nutrients and water. Weed control is another critical part of potato farming. Weeds can reduce crop yield by stealing nutrients and blocking sunlight. Farmers use different methods to control weeds in potato fields. Some farmers remove weeds manually, especially in smaller farms. On larger farms, specialized machines or safe agricultural herbicides may be used to control weed growth. Pest control is also extremely important during the growing season. Potato plants can attract several types of insects that may damage leaves or tubers. One well-known pest is the Colorado potato beetle, which feeds on potato leaves and can weaken the plants. Farmers regularly inspect their fields to detect pests early. If insect populations become too large, farmers may apply biological or chemical treatments to protect the crops. Plant diseases are another challenge in potato farming. Diseases such as blight can spread quickly if not controlled properly. Farmers take preventive measures to reduce the risk of disease. These measures may include selecting disease-resistant potato varieties, rotating crops between seasons, and applying protective treatments when necessary. Healthy soil also plays a major role in protecting plants from disease. Many farmers focus on maintaining soil health by using organic matter, compost, and proper crop rotation. These practices improve soil fertility and help create a strong environment for plant growth. As the weeks continue, the potato plants become thicker and fuller. The fields turn into a sea of green leaves stretching across the landscape. Below the soil surface, the tubers continue growing larger each day. Farmers often monitor the development of the potatoes by carefully digging small test areas in the field. This allows them to see how large the potatoes are becoming and estimate when the crop will be ready for harvest. Temperature and weather conditions also affect potato growth. Potatoes grow best in moderate temperatures. Extreme heat or severe cold can slow the growth of the plants and reduce the quality of the harvest. That is why farmers closely observe weather forecasts and adjust irrigation and crop management strategies when necessary. As the potato plants reach full maturity, a noticeable change begins to occur in the field. The green leaves that once covered the plant start turning yellow and gradually begin to dry. This is a natural sign that the plant is reaching the end of its life cycle. When this happens, the plant stops focusing on leaf growth and instead directs all remaining energy into the underground tubers. At this stage, the potatoes beneath the soil are nearing their final size. Farmers begin preparing their equipment and machinery for the upcoming harvest season. At harvest time is one of the most exciting moments of the entire farming process. Months of planning, planting, watering, and caring for the crop are about to pay off. Soon, massive harvesting machines will move across the fields, digging up the soil and revealing the potatoes that have been growing quietly underground. In the next stage of this journey, we will see how farmers harvest millions of potatoes from the fields and prepare them for markets around the world. After months of careful planting, watering, and protecting the potato crop, the most exciting stage of the farming season finally arrives. This is the moment farmers have been waiting for: the harvest. Harvest season usually begins when the potato plants above the soil start turning yellow and dry. This is a natural sign that the potatoes underground have reached maturity. At this stage, the plant has completed its life cycle, and most of the energy has been transferred into the tubers growing beneath the soil. Before harvesting begins, farmers often stop watering the fields for a short period. This allows the soil to dry slightly, making it easier for harvesting machines to dig up the potatoes. On small farms, harvesting may still be done by hand using simple tools. Farmers dig into the soil and collect the potatoes manually. However, large commercial farms that produce millions of potatoes use powerful harvesting machines. These modern machines are designed to dig deep into the soil, lift the potatoes to the surface, and separate them from dirt and plant material. As the harvesting machine moves across the field, rotating blades or digging mechanisms loosen the soil around the potato plants. The machine then lifts the soil and potatoes onto a moving conveyor belt. This conveyor system shakes and separates loose soil while carrying the potatoes upward through the machine. During this process, some workers stand beside the machine and remove damaged potatoes, rocks, or plant debris. By the time the potatoes reach the end of the machine, most of the soil has already been removed. The clean potatoes are then transferred into large containers, trailers, or trucks waiting beside the field. Watching a potato harvest in action is an incredible sight. Rows of machines move across the fields while trucks continuously transport fresh potatoes away from the farm. In just a few hours, thousands of kilograms of potatoes can be harvested from a single field. Once the potatoes leave the farm fields, they are transported to sorting and processing facilities. At these facilities, the potatoes pass through several stages of cleaning and grading. The first step is washing. Potatoes are placed into large washing machines where water removes the remaining soil from their surface. After washing, the potatoes move onto sorting belts where they are carefully inspected. Modern farms often use automated sorting machines equipped with cameras and sensors. These machines can quickly detect differences in size, shape, and quality. Large potatoes are separated from medium and small potatoes. The highest quality potatoes are selected for fresh markets where consumers buy them in grocery stores and supermarkets. Medium-sized potatoes are often used by food companies that produce French fries, frozen potato products, and restaurant supplies. Smaller potatoes may be used for chips, processed foods, or packaged as baby potatoes. Damaged or irregular potatoes are usually removed from the main supply chain and may be used for animal feed or other industrial purposes. After sorting is complete, the potatoes move to the packaging stage. Here they are packed into bags, boxes, or large storage containers depending on their final destination. Some potatoes are stored in specialized storage warehouses. These warehouses maintain controlled temperatures and humidity levels to keep the potatoes fresh for long periods. As proper storage is extremely important because potatoes are harvested in large quantities but must be supplied to markets gradually throughout the year. From storage facilities, the potatoes begin their journey to supermarkets, restaurants, food factories, and markets around the world. Large trucks transport the packaged potatoes through national distribution networks. In some cases, potatoes may even be exported to other countries where they are sold in international markets. Within days of being harvested, many of these potatoes will appear on grocery store shelves where consumers purchase them for cooking. The journey from farm to table is surprisingly fast and highly organized. Potato farming is more than just growing a crop. It is part of a massive agricultural system that feeds millions of people every day. Farmers invest months of hard work into preparing the land, planting seed potatoes, caring for the plants, and harvesting the crop. Their efforts ensure that one of the world's most important foods remains available and affordable. In fact, potatoes are considered one of the most efficient crops in agriculture. They produce a large amount of food using relatively small areas of land. This makes them an important crop for global food security. Modern farming technology continues to improve potato production each year. Advanced machinery, improved irrigation systems, and better crop management techniques allow farmers to produce larger harvests with greater efficiency. As technology continues to evolve, potato farming will likely become even more productive in the future. But despite all the machines and modern equipment used on large farms, the success of potato farming still depends on the dedication and knowledge of farmers. Behind every potato in the market is a farmer who carefully managed the land, monitored the crops, and worked tirelessly to produce food for communities around the world. From the moment a seed potato is planted into the soil to the day the final harvest is loaded onto trucks, potato farming is a remarkable journey of patience, science, and hard work. And the next time you enjoy a plate of fries, mashed potatoes, or a simple baked potato, you will know the incredible farming process that made it possible. Thank you for joining this journey into the world of potato farming. If you enjoy learning about farming, agriculture, and how food is produced, be sure to follow our channel for more fascinating stories from farms around the world.